One of the really neat things about JavaScript is its ability to interact with HTML. So as we had looked at before, you can actually write JavaScript in the JavaScript file, but you can also write it within the HTML. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a simple HTML button, and I'm going to give it a value of click me, and just close this off. So this creates a simple button, and right now when we click it, nothing really happens. And with JavaScript, this is where we get that dynamic interaction from JavaScript that really engages with the user and has something happen when the user takes an action. And this is really what JavaScript is all about, that interaction with the user, giving the user the ability to affect what's happening within the website and the web application. So all you have to do is add in a function, and we're just going to simply do an alert from what we did before. And remember to close those off. So now when we click it, we actually have something happening. We get this on click, this JavaScript. So this is the actual JavaScript in here. If you had some additional JavaScript, you could write that. You could call to a function and so on. So if you did have a particular function, which also we're going to look at later on. So a function essentially is just this. So the alert is a built-in function, and we're going to actually look at that later on. So if you did have a function, you could actually call to that function using the onClick as well. So this gives that connection between HTML and JavaScript and gives the user the interaction using JavaScript. And there's a whole bunch of other ones that you can do as well. So when we look at, so I'm going to just copy and paste this quickly over into our HTML page, and I'm going to add this button here and just go out and refresh it. And when we talk about the DOM on a web page, the DOM is what runs it loads in the background, so it's the document object model. And when we look at the DOM gives us the ability to see a lot of information that's available. So here I'm looking, so again, a good idea is always to use Chrome, because you do have this developer tool that's free to use and available within Chrome. And it also, if you're developing websites and you want to maybe you're out somewhere and you want to quickly look at your code, check something out if something isn't working properly, then again, it's a great resource to have to be able to quickly check something. So right here, what I've done is I've just simply right-clicked this inspect element, and I can see that this is that input type button, on click alert, hello, click me. So when I go into the DOM, I can see that I have all of these options here. And down here, this gives you a full listing of all the different built-in methods or built-in functions that you can have. So you do have this built-in on click, and now that I've added this on my event, I can see it actually in the DOM. So it registers the DOM, and basically it tells it that the name is on click, and this is what it's doing. So it's running this JavaScript in here. So there's quite a lot of other options. As you can see, there's a lot of them. Some of them are more related to just fields, but this really does give you a great idea of how powerful the DOM is and really what you can do with JavaScript. So basically, if you can think it, you should be able to accomplish that with JavaScript. And again, this is within the DOM. So the DOM is loading in the background and giving you that access and interaction to all these values, and we get to see an overview of what's happening within the DOM. We're going to be getting into the DOM in the later lessons as well, but for now this was just showing you how we connect HTML with JavaScript, and we can simply just do these on clicks, and we've got some other options as well. So all you have to do is select the function that you want to run, what the event listener. So this can also be attached as event listener. So essentially that's what it is. It's an event listener. So it's listening and waiting for this click to happen, and when the click happens, it runs the JavaScript in here. And it could also be attached to a JavaScript function, which we're going to get into in the upcoming lesson.